under the dynamic leadership of our chairman, C.A.K. Jalapati. Let us start the proceedings with the ICAI motto song. If possible, I request everyone to rise. Ya Yesha Saptasha Jagrati, to be alert and awake towards the new possibilities that the profession and the business world is opening before us. Now the perfect host.
Good evening, President sir. President sir, good evening.
Welcome, Babu sir. We just started.
Good evening.
Request the dynamic chairman, the perfect host, C.K. Jalapati, CRC chairman, to deliver the welcome address. Over to you, Jalapati.
Yes, sir. The energetic
Bhupati sir, DR sir, good evening.
and ebullient president of ICAI, CA Nigarian Zambuzaria, and Vice President CA Debasis Mitra, who is going to join with us shortly. Central and regional council members of the region, esteemed past presidents of ICAI from southern region, senior members, friends, very good evening to all of you. At the outset, I'm extremely delighted to have been bestowed the opportunity, pleasure and privilege to extend as a chairman of the SARC, our warm and hearty welcome to our beloved and respected president of ICAI, CA Nigarian Zambuzaria, and Vice President CA Debasis Mitra to this evening felicitation program. This meeting with our President and Vice President is unique, unlike in the past when SARC, both at headquarters at Chennai and at branches, meet and felicitate the new President and Vice President independently during their visits. This program being virtual is beamed through virtual mode to cover all the members in the region at a click of the button by the respective members. It is therefore a wonderful opportunity for me to interact with all the members. Secondly, the message of our leaders and their vision and mission for the year to our professional community would reach under one single platform this evening. Today morning, SARC held a meeting of chairmen and members of the managing committee of the 45 branches with our president and vice president. The gracious presence of both the president and vice president again for the evening meeting today, in spite of their pressing official engagement, shows their love and affection to the region. This evening program is yet another occasion for them to share their thoughts and wisdom amongst the 61,000 strong members in our region to indicate the way forward for our profession and to spell out the role that each member should play in taking the image of the profession and the country through their professional services. I take this opportunity, joining with other members in the southern region, to congratulate our president and vice president on their assumption of office, and we all would like to be part of their glorious tenure of office. Visionary in thoughts, dynamism in approach, leadership in action, excelling in accomplishment under leaders in ICAI, possess to take our profession to new horizons of glory. Their august presence today instills in all of us a sense of inspiration and encouragement. We have with us our beloved Central Council members from our region. On behalf of SARC, I extend a very warm welcome to all the members of Central Council to this program, and I also thank them for accepting our request to felicitate our President and Vice President. We also have the gracious presence of our Deans of our profession and the past presence of ICAI, who have always been supportive to the cause of SARC, who serve the members and students of the region. Their immense contribution to the profession has been a cornerstone in the annals of SARC. On behalf of SARC, I cordially extend our warm welcome to them, who have also agreed to felicitate our President and Vice President. My colleagues in this regional council have always been proactive, and their suggestions have greatly enhanced our functioning at SARC. I have great pleasure to extend our warm welcome to every one of them. Members are the driving force and instrumental for successful conduct of activities at SARC, whose support is immeasurable. I also extend our warm welcome to each and every one of the members of this great profession. On 1st April 2021, SARC will be entering into 70th year of formation, and a series of programs and commemorate the occasion will be held, the details of which will be shared with the members from time to time. With this, I once again have great pleasure to extend our warm welcome to each one of you. Thank you so much for this great opportunity.
Thank you, Jalapati. That was a very brief and warm welcome from the Chairman SARC. Now it is time to move on to our Honorable Central Council members. They had in the morning session given the much required direction to the branch captains, and now they are here to felicitate our brand new President Nihar Jambusaria ji and also the Bashish Mitra ji, who will be joining us soon. May I start with requesting Sri Babu Abraham Kallivailil, a senior Central Council member, and the Chairman would like this to be very brief. So every CCM, as I understand, has been allotted 3 minutes. It's over to you, Babu sir.
Good evening to all of you. Honorable President of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India and my dear friend Nihar Jambusaria ji, and I think Honorable Vice President is about to join us, Dr. Debashish Mitra ji, and my very eminent colleagues in the Apex Council of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. I can see MBB sir and Prasanna ji on the screen, and Dayaniva Sharma ji, and RK sir was also I seen just before. Yeah, and the very distinguished Chairman of the Southern India Regional Council, C.A. Jalapati, Secretary Pannaraj, and
Babu sir, sorry to interrupt. VP sir has logged in.
Yeah.
VP sir, please.
Good evening, Honorable Vice President Debashish Mitra ji, and my other colleagues in the Regional Council, and branch chairman, leaders of the branches joined us on this virtual meeting across the southern region, and dear friends. I'm extremely happy and delighted to be with you all in this evening to felicitate our supreme torchbearer of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. Second time in the history of the Institute in the last 72 years, we are getting a member from industry as the President of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. It is a matter of great pride and honor for the profession that a fine human being, which I can vouch to you, a humble, simple, but noble soul, is a new President of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. And I have seen the passion and commitment in which Nihar Jambusaria ji worked for the Institute and for the profession. And no wonder he was one of the natural selection as a President of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. We are very glad and delighted that in the year we are going to host a World Congress of Accountants at Mumbai. I think a leader from the commercial capital of the country is the president of the institute. And my all the very best to you, Honorable President, sir. Sir has released a vision document and his project plan, what he is planning to achieve and to take a new direction to the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. Only one thing I can assure you, sir, the whole southern region, the whole regional council, your colleagues in the center council from southern region and leaders at 45 branches are behind the Honorable President for all your endeavors to take this institute to newer heights. And we are honored to have you with us for this chairman's meet. And we have one doctor as a vice president of the institute. I think he will treat all ills of the profession. Debashish Mitra is a very, very humble, down-to-earth person who has elected as vice president of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. In fact, he contested this election with despite several votes. Just before 2 days, he lost his beloved mother. Despite that, he remained calm and cool and composed, and he did not withdraw from the contest. Naturally, the council elected him as the vice president of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. My leaders from southern region, I can assure you one thing. I've been in the council for, this is my 9th year in the council. The institute leadership is in the safe hands. You can trust me on that, and both are very committed. I wish all the very best to all of you. Thank you very much for this opportunity.
Thank you, Babu sir. May I now request in the order that has been provided in the program, the first termer, Dayananda Sharma, the DAP man, the SSP man, to felicitate the president and vice president. Before that, may I recognize the presence of our honorable past presidents, Balakrishnan sir, Bhupati sir, Manoharan sir, G. Ramaswamy sir was also there. I'm told that Devaraj Reddy sir may not be able to join, as also Sitharaman sir. So with that, welcoming all the past presidents once again, it is over to you, Dayaji.
Thank you, Joman. Honorable President, Vice President, the past presidents, and more importantly, the regional council members and the central council colleagues. It's indeed a pleasure to talk about the president today. President sir, the biggest impression which I have created for you, or what I have got in my mind, is the 3 important aspects of our profession, which is students, member in practice, member in industry. You are actually to be called as a Trivedi, or a person who has actually got 3 layers of knowledges. Friends, today let me just put it before you all people. A person who has been a professor in the college and trained n number of students all throughout his peak career also. A person who has been in practice and taken a one-man practice to more than 20 partner firm. Then a person moving to an industry and taking a biggest position in one of the largest conglomerate of the country. So all these 3 combinations are there with this gentleman. And friends, I can only tell you one thing. The biggest advantage which our profession is going to get when we have these 3 parts embedded in one particular person, you can imagine the kind of force with which this president is going to actually play an important role for the profession. Most importantly, the thing which has been demanded is the newer opportunities and the quality enhancement for the profession. Undoubtedly, there is a new article, I don't know how many of us have seen. There is a message which has been given by the Prime Minister Narendra Modi just yesterday, that they are going to cut out more than 6,000 compliances. 6,000 compliance is not a small number for a professional, to work on a professional front. Today, when we have a vice president like Mr. Debashish Mitra, who's actually worked on various aspects and actually represented institute for various, important, critical and, very fiery situations, including the NAFRA. The way he's handled it, we have his guidance also for us. And more importantly, the combination of two, which is going to be, a different opportunity for all of us, and we are going to see a different profession in this year. In past, the past presidents have done their best. I think the best part about this institute is every time a person has taken a position with a right time at a right place. So we are going to look these two people very strongly, and it's a lot more to go about. Thank you very much. I just want to cut it short. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, the CCMs have been asked to address in the alphabetic order. So the next is CA Prasanna Kumar from Vizag. Over to you. He's also the past chairman of SIRC. Over to you, Prasanna ji. Sir, you are not audible. Prasanna sir, you are not audible. No, still. Yeah.
Joman, I'm audible now.
Yeah, now it's fine. Now it's good.
Okay, fine. Yeah. Respected CA Nehar Jambusarya ji, Honorable President of ICAI, CA Debashish Mitra ji, Honorable Vice President, CA Jalapati, the Chairman, and Honorable Past President of ICAI, my colleagues in the Central Council, colleagues in Regional Council, members, ladies and gentlemen, good evening to all of you. It is my proud privilege today to felicitate Honorable President and Vice President, the first felicitation they are receiving after assuming their office from a region, along with the Southern India leadership, past and present leadership. So I know CA Nehar Jambusarya ji very well because he was a good speaker. So I heard him when he was presenting papers in various forums. So much before I came to the Central Council also. He's a very seasoned personality. He's a matured person, and he's a balanced and a visionary leader. As Dayanava Sharma said, he has got varied experience, both as an academician, connect with the students, and practice and industry. The blend of knowledge that he has got, the blend of varied experience, certainly is going to be helpful in a great performance in the year ahead. Friends, he is a great learning experience for me because I've been closely associated with him when he was the vice president and continue the same relationship as the president also. I know when he was the examination department, so last year, in spite of the pandemic situation last year, the way in which the Honorable then Vice President has contributed to the examination reforms is exemplary. I know there are days when we used to have meetings late in the night also, 2 a.m., 3 a.m. also there were meetings we had to come out to somehow conduct the examination for the students. He has been pioneer in introducing 100% digital valuation, whereby a lot of checks and balances are there, resulting in many reforms, resulting in the time taken for declaring the results was 70 days for a quite long time, but many years, maybe decades. Now it has been reduced to 50, and there's a roadmap he has already put it to make it 45, and to see that the intermediate and final results are declared on the same day. This is the visionary here who have worked with him, got a lot of experience from him. Similarly, there's another game changer project we have, the ERP project. But like SSP, ERP is the next game changer. The entire administration accounting of ICAI. We had more than 100 meetings. I'm sure President, he contributed majority of the meetings I attended, gave a guidance. And now everything is over, the RFP is over, tendering is over, now kickoff meeting is over. The day we start the kickoff meeting, I'm happy to tell you, friends, that the entire team ERP has been set, including infrastructure, humorous, everything is set. I'm sure, I think we have another 4 months to go. We are going to go online. I've got a lot of experience from him during the process of implementation of the ERP also. Friends, his skill and his talent is to identify the skill and talent. He finds the skill and talent in a person, he empowers them so that they perform. That is the great talent that I have seen with him. So we are fortunate to have a great president in you. We pray to God Almighty to give all the strength and the health and the blessings for a great performance in the year ahead. Friends, here Debashish Mitra is, like Baba Abraham has already said, he's a very simple person, highly knowledgeable, and a down-to-earth personality. A person he was always in the reach of a common man and a common member also. He's a great motivator, and he encourages everyone to perform. He has got a lot of positive energy. When we meet with the Honorable Vice President Debashish Mitra, anytime our courage and enthusiasm multiplies. That is the power he has got. He's a great speaker, great academician, great administrator. I worked under him in the WASB. WASB G. Sekhar is the chairman. He is the honorable vice chairman. He is the perfect vice chairman for G. Sekhar. Coupled with both of them, done great job. I had an opportunity to work with them in many projects at WASB also. Similarly, CLCGC, like Diana said, in the NAFRA and even in the CARO, I know the top type of contribution he has made, and he saw that the voice of the entire fraternity, the entire profession, commerce, industry is heard before the ministry. His presentation skills, his articulation skills, his trouble prevention skills, and troubleshooting skills are exemplary. I've seen him practically in many situations. Vice President, sir, I wish you a great tenure of Vice Presidentship, and also, like some of my predecessors told, you are going to be the president of ICAI when we are going to hold a whole Congress of Account in 2022. Wish you all the best. The entire Southern India with you, and any endeavor that you take, we support you, and we are all going to derive the benefit out of your leadership skill. Thank you very much. Wish you all the best, sir.
Thank you, President, sir. Honorable President and Vice President, we recall the times we used to have the Meet the President and Vice President program physically in the Brahmaya Hall of SIRC, where we used to have a jam-packed crowd and people standing outside. Now, I'm given to understand from the office that we have 250 plus members now ticking in, watching us online on this WebEx platform, and many more on the YouTube as it's being streamed. So it's really nice that South is, as Babu sir said, responding so positively. They're showering their warmth and cordial wishes to both of you. Now may I invite the indirect taxes man, Fondly or RK, Rajendra Kumar sir, for his address.
Esteemed Chairman, are you able to hear me?
Perfect.
Thank you. Esteemed Chairman, the presiding officer of this particular felicitation program of our Honorable President Nihar Bhai and Honorable Vice President Debashish Mitra ji, Honorable Central Council colleagues, Honorable Regional Council colleagues, and all the members of the SIRC of ICAI who are attending this program. Yes. The towering personalities of our profession are before us. We greet them, we salute them. I have known Nihar Bhai since the year 2004, when as chairman of the Southern India Chartered Accountant Student Association, I had taken an entourage of people to the National Students Conference when it was held in the Western region, when he was the chairman of the Western region. And what a foresight and vision he had. I could still feel that even today. As a person, he has a kind word, encouraging smile, and always a humorous remark. The hallmark of a leader, I must say. I have had the opportunity of looking at him closely. I have had the opportunity of working with him in the Central Council, and always I have had the opportunity of hearing his wise counsel whenever I require the most. A technical man, a person, as Dayabhai said, Triveni Sangam, I would call. Triveni Sangam, that is what is Nihar Jambusaria ji. A person with a vision, a person with a mission. It is said, the true test of character is not how much we know how to do, but how we behave when we do not know what to do. His true test of character came when he was assuming the chair of the presidency, and God wished the other way, that he has to take it online, the president's medal or the president's insignia. Esteemed friends, we salute him for what he is. We salute him for the way he has shown. We salute him for the manner in which he has displayed courage and conviction in the times of pandemic. Welcome, President, sir, to the Southern region. And sir, we bow our heads to you in reverence for what you are and for what person you are. Friends, we have from Kolkata, in fact, I normally use these words in every program, that Kolkata is a cultural capital of India. But then, friends, Kolkata is one place where the intellectuals have gained deep roots. And one such intellectual is Dr. Debashish Mitra. Dr. Debashish Mitra. In fact, in leadership, your position in the public eye, your integrity, your ability, your learning, and the experience matters. And if all these matters in leadership, Dr. Debashish Mitra is an embodiment of all this, I must say. I've had the opportunity of breaking bread along with him on various council tables. I've had the opportunity of hearing to him very, very closely. In fact, whenever there's a discussion, I eagerly look forward to what Dr. Debashish Mitra is going to tell. We all fondly call him Dada. Dada means elder brother. And yes, he is elder brother in the council. We welcome him to the southern region. We welcome him to the one of the most brilliant regions, I must say. Yes, I come from this region, so I have to say that our region is one of the most brilliant regions, not to undo any other region. But then, yes, with him, we will certainly enhance our intellect and expose our intelligence. I have no doubt in saying that his qualities of leadership, his qualities of head and heart can neither be denied nor be debated in any forum. Thank you very much for giving me this wonderful opportunity. Thank you.
Next is G. Shekhar sir, but I don't think he is logged in with us. Shekhar sir, are you there? And chairman has requested slight change in the order of the program. After the honorable CCMs complete, before we invite the honorable past presidents to felicitate the president and VP, as the honorable VP sir has to catch a flight, chairman has asked me to invite VP sir before the past presidents offer their felicitations. I hope that's okay with you. With that, if Shekhar sir is not there, it is over to MPV sir now.
Thank you, Joman. First person of the region, Jalapati. Honorable President Nihar Jambusaria ji, Honorable Vice President Dr. Debashish Mitra, and a good friend. My council colleagues, past presidents from the region, Shri R. Balakrishnan sir, Shri R. Bhupati sir, Shri T. N. Manoran sir, and Shri G. Ramasamy sir, other regional council colleagues, senior members of the profession, branch managing committee members and leaders, and fellow professional colleagues. Greetings to all of you. Hearty congratulations to President and Vice President on being elected to lead the profession for the council year 21-22. I had the opportunity of working with them very closely for the last 5 years and also build personal friendship. While their professional credentials are acknowledged in their being elevated to lead the institute, I would like to share that both are very good human beings, and in respect of work, they have been very professional in their approach and have conducted themselves well, inspiring all council colleagues and staff to excel. On behalf of all members of the Southern region, we wish you both the best, and I take the liberty to speak on behalf of all of us that you can count on each of us in the region for every task you have ahead of you and for executing your action plan for the year 21-22. Best wishes to both of you.
Thank you, MPV sir, for that very, very brief address. We also recognize the presence of past President K. Raghu sir from Bangalore, who has just logged in. Age-defying Raghu sir. Sir, welcome to this felicitation program.
Thank you.
Before we invite the past presidents, hope the VP is ready and willing to address.
Joman?
Yes.
Joman, so I just called VP. He's checking in now. He said he will join after 5-10 minutes.
All right. That's
Yeah, whenever he joins, we'll give him an opportunity.
That's perfect. That's perfectly fine. So we'll continue with given order. Now we have the most senior-most past president from our region, very, very honorable Reverend R. Balakrishnan sir with us. Sir, your felicitations.
Everybody. Distinguished Chairman of the Region, Jalapati, congratulations on assuming office. Distinguished office bearers of the Southern Region, the Honorable President of the Institute, Mr. Nigar from Bombay, from industry, Dr. Devashish Mitra, the newly elected Vice President, joining the team of presidents this year, an embodiment of the profession, somebody explained, and I agree with them. Distinguished office bearers of the Southern Region, I see many of them here, and distinguished past presidents, Sitaraman, Bhupati, Raghu, Ramaswamy, and others there. I take this a very great opportunity given to me by the region. Since I am settled in Bangalore now, I'm happy this virtual program. I'm able to participate from Bangalore because I'm not at Chennai. For the past 1 year, I'm stuck up in Bangalore. My office is Chennai, but still I'm here. Now I'm happy that region is organizing this program after having judged the best region for the last year. That is a very creditable thing. Congratulations. Having done a wonderful job last year, I know you will continue the good work under the present team, who are all personally I know and the blessed president. This year, being the senior most past president of the region, from this region, and I'm happy. This is one of the 53rd year of the meeting I'm joining, having joined in 1965 as the chairman of SICASA. Chairman of SICASA in 1953, when Rameshwar Thakur and Haribhakti came as president and vice president. Now they are there. Rameshwar Thakur assumed a lot of offices, became minister. Haribhakti is doing good work from them. And I'm happy this year, a combination of Mr. Nahar and Mr. Mitra, they will be doing a wonderful job. They are taking the thing on a challenging year. One representing the industry, one representing practice, specialized in corporate laws. I heard him in October 2019 in Bombay when there was a past president meeting. I had the opportunity to attend, and he chaired and he gave all the vision of the institute. I'm happy the institute is going ahead in one of the right way. This is a very challenging year for the institute. I know a lot of problems are being creeped up, and we will settle with the help of the learned members there and with the help of the government. Today, we will see that we assume a great importance in the role, and public confidence is continued to be there with us. It is there. It never lost. They had confidence in spite of several media reports there. We had no gap. We are doing wonderfully well, and I know this combination from the industry and the practice and will do a wonderful job. I wish the president and vice president a very, very, very successful year, and the chairman of the region, Jalapati from Coimbatore, industrial town of the south, and vice chairman from Hyderabad, and Joman Jar from Cochin sitting there with the sitting council members, Babu Abraham, Rajendra Kumar, Dayani Sava, Prasanna Kumar from Vizag, a combination from different places will do wonderfully well this year. And I wish the region all success, and I don't want to take them 2 minutes allotted. We will have a different opportunity, another opportunity to be with the president independently to talk to them about things. They know better. They are sitting there. I know the chair. That chair is good. 2 rooms chair I know. So both the room chair, they will do wonderfully well. I am confident this year is going to be a wonderful year of 2021 for the Institute of Chartered Accountants India, and especially to Southern region also. Thank you very much, Chairman Jalapati and other office bearers for giving me this opportunity, and wish the new team from center and the state, center and the region all success. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Balakrishnan, for that enlightening and very, very energetic address, and thank you for keeping the time. Past President G. Sethuraman sir has expressed his inability to join. Let us wish him good health and Godspeed in the days to come. With that, may I now invite Past President R. Bhupati sir, from whom I learned personally the first lessons in taxation during my articles in Chennai. Bhupati sir, for your felicitations now.
Thank you, Joman. Are you able to hear me?
Yes, good.
Okay, thank you so much. Chairman of SIRC, CA Chalapati, the newly elected President, Mr. Nihar Jambuzaria, Dr. Devashish Mitra, the newly elected Vice President, Central Council members, Regional Council members, past presidents of the Institute. It's my pleasure and privilege to participate in this important felicitation meeting, the first of the felicitation meetings for the newly elected President and Vice President. In the 2 minutes time allotted to me, I would like to tell that although I did not have the pleasure of working with the President and current President and Vice President, I had the occasion and the benefit to witness them in close quarters when they had to handle difficult situations. Niharji will remember when we had a very difficult moment of conveying a very delicate, important aspect to the chartered accountants. We are associated as resource persons in colleges in the city of Bombay and Maharashtra. I had the privilege of visiting Bombay at that point of time, and Nihar Jambuzaria was the chairman of the WIRC at that time. The way that particular situation was handled with proper care and actually implementing it in the proper direction speaks volumes. And it is at that point of time, a thought trickled in my mind that he is a person who could occupy the prime position of the profession down the line. I'm happy that my intuition at that point of time has come true and he has really come up to expectations. After that, we had a couple of occasions to interact, and Niharji has really exhibited the in-depth knowledge of the subject, and he was able to handle situations with great care. Now, the Vice President of the Institute, Dr. Mishra, Devashish Mitra, he was in the Eastern India Regional Council during my term as council member and as Vice President. He would remember, and for the benefit of all others present here, I would like to tell, we had one of our council meetings in Raichak in eastern part of India. And at that time, as a regional council member, he arranged for the meeting with such great care. And I've also seen his association in the Board of Studies as well as in the examination section. He has really delivered goods and lived up to our expectations. So good luck to both of them in this critical stage where you have to communicate without opening your mouth. The pandemic has taught us how to do that. And we have many challenges ahead of us. And I'm sure both the combination of the CA come industrialist working in the industry and the doctor come CA will definitely give us solutions. My congratulations and best wishes to them for a year full of professional activities. My congratulations to the chairman, Chalapati, for organizing this meeting and for all the activities which he is planning for the year. My good wishes to all the elected office bearers of the Regional Council, the Secretary, Mr. Pannaraj, the other office bearers for a good year of professional activities. Good luck to all of you. Thank you, Chalapati, for this opportunity of felicitating the President and Vice President and the Regional Council members through this virtual mode, which I really cherish and enjoy. Good luck to all of you.
Thank you, Bhupati sir. Is the VP ready to address, or how do we go about? Prasannaji, you have some updates. VP is joined again, logged in with us.
Yeah. I think we'll let one more by a pastor speak. He said he will join in another 1 minute. He has not yet joined.
Yes. Now, may I have the pleasure of inviting Honorable Past President, the Oli Patna Awardee, T.N. Manoharan sir, who was President during the year 2006-07, to address and to felicitate the newly elected President, Vice President, and the team at SIRC. Over to you, sir.
Distinguished Chairman and his esteemed Regional Council colleagues, including the past Chairman, Honorable President, Honorable Vice President, and their colleagues in the Central Council, my esteemed past presidents, it gives me immense pleasure to be part of this felicitation program to convey our thoughts and good wishes to the newly elected President and Vice President of ICAI. I've worked with both of them in different capacities, though not in the council, for over 2 decades. I've associated with them and interacted with them and shared many platforms. And knowing them and their virtues and qualities, I am confident that the ICAI is in safe hands for the next 2 years, because both of them are very seasoned and matured leaders. And they have proactive thought process, which has been amply demonstrated by the press release and interviews so far given by our President C. Nihar Jambusaria, which I am closely following. I have only 3 points to convey at this juncture. The first one is the most important task in their dynamic shoulders to engineer and fructify over the next 2 years is rebuilding the trust of the various stakeholders on the profession, which I'm sure they will take it as a top priority, because this is the juncture in which the profession has to play a very vital role, and for that need the trust is rebuilt and scaled up in the minds and views of all the stakeholders, including the government and regulators. The second point I would like to mention is that the World Congress is scheduled to be held tentatively between 18th to 21st of November 2022, when Dr. Debashish Mitra will be the president and C. Nihar Jambusaria will be the immediate past president. And added to these 2 dynamic leaders, our past president Prafulla Chajed is going to be the convener for the World Congress. And immediate past president C. Atul Bhai is going to be is already the IFAC member. So with all the 4 of you in different realms of affairs, have to showcase our profession to the globe at large when the World Congress will be held in Mumbai in 2020. And the next point, the last point I would like to mention is India is definitely going to emerge as a strong economy over the next 5 years. If you look at the way the economy has bounced back in the 3rd quarter and in the 4th quarter, including the IMF, everyone has predicted the growth of 11.5% or so. And India will be the only economy which will be growing at a double-digit rate. Even China will be only 8%. And therefore, achieving 5 trillion size from where we are now, doubling almost in the next 5 years, India is going to gallop. Because, in terms of internet users, 560 million, smartphone users, 450 million, and the 3rd largest ecosystem for the startup, and the 3rd largest number of unicorns so far created in the world next to US and China. And in terms of the ease of doing business, 63rd rank. Global Innovation Index below 50, that is 48th rank. Competitive Index 43rd. And the flow of FDI is very clear. Migration from disinvestment to privatization is game changer for the Indian economy. In the light of all this, the one profession which can play a singular role, proximate role in India emerging a stronger economy is the chartered accountancy profession. And therefore, under your leadership, both the president and vice president, under your leadership, I we can perform a phenomenal role to make India a stronger economy a reality by participating, partaking, and partnering in nation building. And we will all be with you in whatever endeavors you expect us to contribute. So with that, I wish both of you a glorious tenure of office and wish you all success and fulfillment and accomplishment all the way through holding your responsibilities. Thank you very much for the opportunity.
Thank you, Manohar sir, for that very well-meaning felicitation, which is embedded with a lot of optimism and positivity as a profession rededicates itself to being the partner in nation building, India of our dreams, as you said, as the economy gallops forward to double-digit growth. Thank you so much for that. Can I invite the Honorable VP now, or are you okay, sir? Devashish, flight is on time, or are you comfortable to address us, or we have Ramaswamy sir waiting in as the next to offer felicitation? How do we go about? Prasanna ji, if you are coordinating with VP?
VP sir, I think sir, you can address now, sir.
He's there, but I'm just calling him. Just calling him.
VP sir, can you hear us?
I think he,
VP sir.
can you address now? Yeah, they have made an announcement just now. You please address. Yeah, please, John.
Our Honorable Vice President Devashish Mitra ji is who epitomizes the highest standards of governance. He is known as a standards man. That's IFRS, Indian gaps, US gaps, and he's an authority in all that. Personally, for me, I had a great opportunity of sharing dice with him in Hyderabad last year. So on behalf of all of us here, one more warm welcome to you, sir. It is over to you for your address this evening.
Vice President, you have to unmute or speak, sir. I think Joman, some connectivity problem there.
I think his video signal is poor.
Yeah, he said he will speak right now, but some signal problem is there.
Okay.
Yeah,
Then
Wi-Fi issues. It's showing a very low connection. Very low.
Low connectivity.
maybe the
Because sir may be in the inside the airport, logging from his mobile.
Yeah.
Now Sarah's joined.
No, he's there already.
Two devices.
Prasanna ji, you can speak to him or phone. Sir, VP sir. VP sir.
yes.
Yeah, some connectivity problem there.
Yeah, connectivity. If you tell him to switch off his video and speak, Prasanna sir.
Yeah, I think then there will not be any issue.
Joman.
Yes.
Joman, I think he's unmuted. So he's muted. Ask the technical person to unmute him.
He can unmute himself, sir.
So can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you, Honorable Vice President. Please proceed.
VP sir, because of the bandwidth, you can switch off the video and speak.
Yeah.
So that
Please switch off the video, Honorable VP sir.
So can you hear me now?
Yes, sir, we can hear.
Yes, sir. Please proceed.
Very clearly.
Can you hear me? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. You can hear me now, right?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Please proceed.
Honorable VP sir, it is a humble request that you switch off the video because your voice.
George, who is here, my council colleagues, I can see Babu Kumar, Rajendra Kumar, Sharma, Kumar, then G. Shekhar, and of course, the past presidents. Some of them I saw speaking. I have seen Manoharan sir speaking. I have seen Bhupati sir speaking. Yeah, I put some reading also.
Keep in touch. Sir, the audio is breaking, Honorable VP, sir.
Yeah.
So audio is breaking. Is there any way you can slightly relocate yourself and get a better reception?
Okay. Okay. You can.
Yeah. Okay. Sir, are you still there, or we'll wait for some time as he probably gets a better
Yeah. Can you
reception? And
hear me now?
it's much
Yeah,
better
can you
now,
hear
sir.
me?
Please. Yes.
You can hear me now? Can you
Yes,
hear
sir.
me?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So as I was saying, pleasure of being here amidst so many dignitaries. And, as I said in the morning, this Southern India Regional Council has the hearts of all the council members, even those who do not come from the South. I have many speakers, the Central Council members and past presidents speaking highly of kind words. Yesterday, I and the president, we were meeting the Secretary Ministry of Corporate Affairs. The first thing that I said, and the president also echoed my thoughts, that we are partners in nation building, and that we shall do everything, for the benefit and for the well-being of the nation. The other day, Mr. George, you're hearing me, right? You're hearing me,
Yes,
right?
you are perfectly audible, sir. Please continue.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So the other day, please note, we had a similar function in Calcutta. Past president of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, Mr. A.C. Chakravarti. He is a 90-year-old. Many of the old timers would know him. He said the future of the institute is technology, technology, and technology. We have noted that. Nivas Sharma is here, and he has the institute. Please note that without the AC, it would have been very difficult for the SSP, despite its initial hiccups, have really stood the test of time. Today, I heard Prasanna Kumar speak about ERP. Today, we are going to adapt now from the accounts year 2021-22. The institute is adapting ERP for accounts. So, and how virtual we have, despite the challenges posed by the pandemic. So the institute is always adapting itself to the changing times and the changing challenges. And it is always trying to convert every challenge into an opportunity. And I have such great council members and great well-wishers from the southern part of the country who are continuously advising the institute for the betterment of the profession. Service I spoke about, we are doing everything possible to ensure that the members can the changing where the technology would be all pervasive. We have sanctioned for developing tools for the members, especially audit tools, especially for small and medium practitioners. Please also note that we are trying our best that the audit and assurance standards that we have are as per the very best in the world. And in this connection, G. Shekhar sir has done enormous work. He is the chairman of Audit and Assurance Standards Board, and he has done fantastic work on that side. MP Vijay Kumar has worked very hard on the accounting standards, and now the accounting standards and the Ind AS are very GST, yes, GST audit is a matter of concern. We are taking this up with the government of India regarding GST audit. RK Rajendra Kumar has been working very hard at it, and we hope that we'll be succeeding. I have a flight to catch. I am so sorry that I really cannot continue much, but I thank you all very much for showering your blessings on us. Maybe if in the near future, we will come to Chennai and have a physical meeting with all of you.
Please.
Looking forward to meeting all of you very soon. We are committed to the well-being of the profession, and we shall do everything possible to rise up to your expectations. With these words, I wish the Southern Regional Council, led by its chairman, Mr. Jalapati, the very best, and hope that we rise to the challenges that is posed to us and ensure that the flag of the profession and of the institute is kept flying very high. Thanks once again to all of you for having invited me here. Thank you very much.
Thank you, VP sir, for that wonderful address, which gives us a lot of optimism and a fresh perspective as positioning with cutting edge of technology in steering the institute forward. Please have a safe and comfortable flight, as we can hear the announcement in the background. Thank you so much for joining us from the airport. Now, it's back to the honorable past presidents. May I now, with all the respect, invite our past president, G. Ramaswamy sir, GR sir fondly, the only president in the southern region from a non-metro city from Coimbatore, and he's very proud that his associate, or rather his Shishya is the chairman this year for the southern region. Over to you, GR sir, for your address.
Thank you, Mr. Joman. Respected chairman of the southern region, Jalapati is a Dalapati from Coimbatore. And the respected past presidents, respected central council members, and the respected regional council members and other office bearers. And greatly, affectionately, we have called our president as a great man for all of us. He's a father figure for all of us. The president of the institute, Mr. Nihar Jambuzaria, vice president of the institute, Mr. Debas Mitra, and all my friends who are all watching this felicitation function. At the outset, I must thank the regional council who have invited us to participate in this felicitation meeting organized by them for the newly elected president and vice president. In fact, the president as well as the vice presidents are fond of towards the southern region. The entire institute, entire profession is now in the hands of the southern region. How? I have seen that committees constituted by the current president, the grammar and lifeline of our profession, accounting standard board, and sustainability report strategy is headed by our Central Council member, Mr. MP Vijay Kumar. You take audit and assurance standard board, important for the profession, headed by Mr. Shekhar. Take the practice side. Today, the professional growth can happen because of GST. Though the institute is taking a number of steps for bringing the EST as a forefront for an exclusively for chartered accountants to work on that. And the chairman is Mr. Rajendra Kumar. Imagine the three important aspects are with us. Then apart from this, how best students can be given a support. Students are our future leaders. And how best a profession can be directed towards the quality. We have a head of the chairman, peer review board, Mr. Dayaniva Sharma. Members and students, he is helping all of them combine together. Then you see that all profession need development. Who is going to head this professional development committee? Mr. Babu Abraham Kalliwale. Imagine every aspect of this profession is with this southern region. Apart from this, do you want to punish the erring persons? Mr. Prasanna is there. Do you want to examine and create the professionals? Prasanna is there in the examination committee. Imagine the whole spectrum of this entire institute is with Southern region. What is the expectation from the President, Mr. Nigar Jambusaria? Hand over all these things to the Southern region Central Council members. They will do good for the nation. They will do good for the ICAI. So to that extent, Mr. Nigar Jambusaria has completely relieved from the other activities. He can focus on global development of this profession. I can see that number of the press reports coming from the president of the ICAI. It's a fantastic information. Going to the stakeholders, public relation, creating awareness about this profession with among the parliamentarians, meeting all these stakeholders, regulators, to bring this profession in forefront, and is going to bring out the new norm for this networking. And is also all multidisciplinary partnership is going to come. Today, the order of the day is only technology. Technology is going to bring all of us together. We are sitting in somewhere in Coimbatore, somewhere in Visakhapatnam, somewhere in other places. We are sitting together. Even our vice president was there in the airport. He was able to contribute and he can able to interact with us. So to that extent, completely the profession has completely changed. The methodology of the working completely changed. The artificial intelligence is going to take care of the entire profession in many areas. So to that extent, we can have a great confidence with our president and vice president. They are going to lead us in a greater manner. Mr. Nigar Jambusaria, I know him personally for more than 10 years. A great contributor in this profession. He was in practice, he was in the industry, he is in industry now, and he is a very practical, down-to-earth personality. That's the one way which we can compliment him. A down-to-earth personality is our president. He can able to deliver good things to all of us. Similar way, Mr. Devasis Mitra, our vice president. I know him for the last 10 years. About 3 years back, we organized a program at Guwahati. I went there, myself and Kamlesh Vikamsi, we attended the program. Really surprised to see that there are about 400, 500 chartered accountants like Coimbatore. They have elected Mr. Devasis Mitra and is reached the Central Council. Such a nice person, is able to deliver many things. I have a lot of interaction with relating to the corporate laws with him, relating to the decriminalization and all these things. When we are discussing in the Ministry of Corporate Affairs, he contributed a lot. He has given many issues which has to be debated in the Parliamentary Standing Committee relating to NAFRA. So a person with a visionary leadership, Mr. Nigar Jambusaria, a person with is going to support the president to create a great vision for this profession. They are joining together, they are leading this profession. So what is required to all of us is we have to focus and support the president and vice president. Whatever the decision they are taking from the institute side, it is completely, we have to follow the leaders' whip, and we are joined together, work for this profession. We have an integrity, we have an independence, we have an excellence. Put together, we see that our profession should grow in excellent manner. I am very confident the president and vice president will do great work for the profession, and the members can rest assured there will be a global opportunity for our members. There will be a global opportunity for our students. They can get the opportunity outside India also. So with this, I once again congratulate and felicitate our newly elected president and vice president. My compliments to my chairman, Mr. Jalapati, for this wonderfully organizing the felicitation function. And we know that every person is coming from East. There's a different perspective in that. I have interacted with Mr. Rahul Roy in a greater manner. We have traveled together. We know that the visionary leadership of the Rahul Roy. And we always, when it comes for East, West Bengal, the Bengal Tigers, we have seen the Bengal Tigers. We have seen that Rabindranath Tagore, the great saint for us. Every program without remembering him, we cannot end up with that. The great national anthem from his mouth only. He's writing his poem. It's a blood is running in our patriotism because of that. A patriotic person from always coming from East. And we always consider that Swami Vivekananda is a guide for all of us. By using his words, by quoting his words, arise, awake, stop not, till the goal is reached. Let us work towards the goal and work more with the president and vice president and achieve the greater heights for our institute. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, Ramaswamy sir, for that outstanding, very short and crisp address, reiterating the power of the South and the confidence our Honorable President has in the 6 of the elected council members from our region. May I now request past President C.K. Regusar from Bangalore, who is also identified always with technology, innovation, and taking the institute global for his fresh initiatives. Over to you, Regusar. Sir, you have to unmute. Yes, sir.
Thank you, Joman, and for the good words of appreciation. I would like to begin my talk by felicitating Jalapati, the chairman of the Southern India Regional Council, for having invited us, for having taken the lead in organizing this online felicitation. President Sir Nihar Jambusaria, whenever the president and vice president is felicitated, it happens in Chennai when the new chairman of the regional council takes over. And all of us used to come down from different locations and meet the president and vice president, interact on various matters concerning the profession. But I'm happy that the SIRC has taken the lead to do it online. My compliments, first of all, to the SIRC, that is Jalapati, Mr. Chinna Mastan, the vice chairman. I was not able to compliment them personally. Pannaraj, the secretary from Karnataka. I'm happy that he's been elected secretary. Revati, Naresh Kumar Gili for their roles in treasurer and chairman Sikasa. Joman has done an excellent job as a chairman. And of course, Gita and Abhishek are also doing a great support to the profession. Coming to the Central Council members, I think I have no words to say. Babu and Shekhar have been immense support to the council. Babu has worked with me for about 6 years. Shekhar with around 6 years worked with me. They've done exceedingly well and they're continuing to work for the profession. As Ramaswamy very rightly said, all the Southern Council members like Rajendra Kumar, Dayanivas Sharma, Prasanna, MP Vijay Kumar, all handling very important committees. And I'm sure each one of them will put their best foot forward and try to achieve excellent results for the profession. So my compliments to all the Central Council members and the Regional Council members. We look forward for an exciting year with the leadership of our good friend Nihar Jambusaria. Friends, just to share, some good, recollect some good memories. The first time I met Nihar Jambusaria was in the year when he got elected in 2013. Of course, 2010, he could not get elected. I was in touch with him, but the first time I met him was in Bombay. A very simple and lovable personality. And for the vice president campaign, we go and meet all the new council members. I had the opportunity of meeting him at Maker Chambers Reliance, because Reliance Industries, as you know, all of us know it's Maker Chambers. So I had an opportunity to meet him at his office. And I directly come from my flight from Bangalore, and Nihar asked me the first question, Raghuji, have you had your breakfast? I said, yes, sir, I had something light in the flight. He said, then please come. He took me down the lift, and there was a very good South Indian Udupi restaurant. We had breakfast together. He saw to it that I was comfortable, and then he said, we'll go back and discuss. And that is the kind of love and affection what Niharji has, when someone has come to meet him all the way from Bangalore, taking him out for a cup of for coffee and breakfast. A great personality, a very simple and humble personality. And I'm extremely happy that he has taken over as the president. And today, if the institute is, in the safe hands of Nihar Jambusaria, because I still remember I worked with him for 6 years, an excellent human being. He used to attend all the council meetings, never used to miss a single meeting, participate in all the agenda matters concerning the profession. And when he was the chairman of the International Taxes Committee, when I was the president, we had BEPS being introduced, base erosion and profit sharing. We had a lot of challenges. We had to make a lot of presentations before the ministry. And Nihar Jambusaria, along with his team, used to put in a lot of work for these presentations to the Ministry of Finance. And we got a lot of appreciation for our contribution to the BEPS that was introduced, under the Income Tax Act. And I'm sure, very confident that our Honorable President, with the support of all the Southern India Regional Council members, Southern India Central Council members, and all of us, we have seen all the past presidents speaking, right from Mr. Balakrishnan, Mr. Manoharan, Mr. Bhupati, Mr. Ramaswamy. We're all with you, sir. One phone call from you is sufficient. You just have to pick up the call and tell us, Mr. Raghu, we want to do this. And I'm sure, I can assure you on behalf of all the past presidents, We are always available to you 24/7. That is the kind of commitment we would like to give to you. Of course, we are very confident you do a lot of exciting things. A few suggestions to you, sir. I feel that we need to strengthen the social media presence. Today, what is happening, many of the elections in the country are being influenced, the results are being influenced by social media. We do have a social media presence, but we need to have it much stronger. All the positive achievements of the institute should be highlighted on social media and all the platforms. Only then all the stakeholders like the regulators, the society at large will understand what we're doing. Traditionally, we are depending on the press, but it is no longer required for us to depend on the press. We need to have a professional social media agency who can handle the social media for the institute. Like in other countries, like the CP Australia or Institute of Chartered England and Wales, our social media presence should be much stronger. Number two, I would request to President to introduce a good whistleblowing policy so that quick action can be taken on whistleblowers. This has been introduced in Australia. And number three, President, sir, whenever we see damaging statements about our members being involved in some activity, especially in relation to GST audits, we had a flurry of press, what you can say, reports about how chartered accountants are involved. I think the institute should proactively, aggressively try to convince the government, issue a press release that action will be taken against the members concerned. I think these are some of the things which I thought I should share. I've sent a detailed mail to the president as to the various initiatives he could take up. I'm sure he would be considering all of them. Debashish Mitra, fine gentleman from the Eastern region, expert in corporate laws. I'm sure both of them would do a great job, and we look forward for an exciting year. And good luck to you, President, sir. My heartiest compliments, congratulations. I'm extremely delighted to say that you are the president because you supported me. You helped me to become the, lead the institute and supported me in all my endeavors. I'm sure we're all there to support you now. Thank you very much, Chairman Jalapati, for having given us an opportunity, and good luck to you and the SRC team for having been elected once again. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Raghu, for that felicitation, giving a lot of assurance to the president from the Horn of South, all of us here, and giving some valuable suggestions which would be useful for our southern region, for the new leadership as well. Before I invite our Honorable President, Nihar Jambusaryaji, for his address, may I quickly say a few words about him. A lot of good things have been said about him. Briefly, he's a blend of erudition, foresight, technical expertise, and professional experience from practice and also in industry. Having been the chairman of the Western India Regional Council, he has come up the ranks, so understands the pulse of the members and the students at the grassroots level. Extremely honored to have your presence in SIRC, though virtually as a VP, as he left his head, at the earliest possible occasion, we would like to have your physical presence. And I would gratefully recall you supported the South, used to be regularly during your first term in the council for the residential programs in Kerala, and used to come for the Alapi houseboat kind of, we had on sale, on board the residential programs. That big gratitude from all of us here. May I now humbly invite you for your address this evening. So please unmute.
Yeah. Thank you, Jamal. And Vice President in absentia, I understand we have to travel, and particularly when travel time clashes, it is difficult to address and be connected. However, he did well to address the audience. Very respected past presidents of SIRC, and we are so lucky that to bless us and guide us, 7 past presidents of Southern region are present today, and that's a great privilege and honor for me. CA Balasubramaniam ji, CA R Bhupati ji, CA TN Manoharan ji, CA G Ramaswamy ji, CA K Raghu ji. Thanks for the blessings and the words of advice that you have given to us. My council colleagues, CA G Sekhar, somehow he has not been able to be present. CA Babu Abraham, who looks after the Committee for Members in Public Service and Professional Development Committee and is doing excellent work. CAMP Vijay Kumar, last 2 years he has been manning the Accounting Standard Board, and this year too, he will be continuing to head and man the very important board, and that is Accounting Standard Board. CA Rajendra Kumarji, who heads Indirect Tax Committee, and the committee was flooded with activities, very value addition activities during the last year. CA Dayanivas Sharma, heading Peer Review Board, a very important board which had several deficiencies in the past. And last year, by revising the entire peer review statement, of course, through the approval of the council, and revising all processes and putting even the selection process of peer reviewers on autopilot mode, he has done great job. Prasanna Kumarji, who is doing excellent work in the examination committee, members in practice committee, and particularly one has to have courage to continue to be in examination committee for 3 years. Several reforms in exam committee which have been brought are attributable to many suggestions and many perseverance from Prasanna Kumarji, Pramod Bubji, and many others. So all my colleagues in the council, particularly from South, are heading important assignments and are helping me. The newly elected chairman of Southern Region, Jalapathy ji, and his entire team, the vice chairman, secretary, treasurer, and all in the regional council. Past chairman Jomon George, immediate past chairman CA DC Jain, and the viewers. It's a pleasure and privilege to be before you today and share some of my views on what would be the focus of the council in this year. We all have witnessed the pandemic so closely, and we will all agree and appreciate that this dangerous pandemic has also offered number of opportunities for the professionals and for the businesses. So although no pandemic is good for the world, but still every such calamity offers certain opportunities which it is for us to grab and make the best out of it. Last year, on virtual mode, we presented a number of programs, and most of them quality and value add. We were, for past 5 years, realizing that technology is going to take over many of our functions. However, we were on slow track to train our members and grasp the technology. The pandemic showed us the power of technology instantly. Our senior members who thought technology is a monster are on top of technology today. However, what we have learned during last 8 to 10 months is not enough. The reason being robotic processes, data analytics. The artificial intelligence will take over so many routine and compliance functions from the professionals. And at this stage, I would like to mention that when I qualified in 83 and computers were introduced to the country in 86, we were equally afraid that now many of our functions will be taken over by computers and we may be rendered jobless. We are the witnesses that over so many years, with computers, we have grown, our strength has increased. In the same manner, with this new technology, if we are on top of it, this technology will increase our power to carry on the profession, to guide the businessman, to guide the government. And this is an opportunity to be of all professionals for all of us. Even government for the entire last year on ease of doing and on rebooting of economy sought our suggestions, and through our network of branches, regional councils, overseas chapters, we gave many suggestions which were appreciated by them. And now, very proactively, they are engaging with the Institute and involving us in many of their initiatives than what they were doing in the preceding years. I think in the pandemic time, we could show the power of knowledge, the power and strength of 3.5 lakh members, both in India and abroad. And the government, I think, is happy with us. So the first focus of the council will be on technology. And this year, several new certificate courses and courses which will intensively teach and train our members to use artificial intelligence and data analytics will be the focus area of this year. Last year also it had been in focus. This year we will make it more intensive and see that the members get the much desired or much required training, and they navigate the activities of the profession through the empowered tool that is technology. Secondly, you have seen that in the pandemic time, those who suffered the most were the MSMEs. And last year itself, we told government that we will do a lot of work for MSMEs even on pro bono basis. This year, we have set up a separate committee for MSMEs, and we realize that when 43% is the share of MSMEs in the GDP of the country, their survival and growth is important for the country and is also important for our profession. So we will guide them and we will see that their businesses are rebooted, their finances are restructured, and they comfortably come back and take over their business the way they were doing before or in a much better way. So this committee has several objectives. To very briefly tell you, all the schemes that government has framed for the benefit of MSMEs, we are compiling, and our team will be guiding businesses that if you take advantage of these schemes and various techniques to restructure your business, then you will have no difficulty. Another focus area, which is a long-term project of the Institute, and that is financial and tax literacy. We have all witnessed over so many years that MSMEs and small firms and companies do not maintain their accounts the way they should. And as a result, the auditors have to get involved in correcting their accounts when they are auditing the accounts. If we spread financial literacy and tax literacy, at ground level, they will maintain accounts, quality of which will be much better, that will help the country, that will help them, and that will help even auditors when they audit the accounts. Another focus area that we have identified is public advocacy. The way government was seeking our suggestions on ease of doing, we thought that it is absolutely necessary that we engage with the government whenever any new commercial law is being enacted or an existing law is being modified. At that stage, if we give them the much required suggestions, the law would be much better and would be very helpful to businessmen. And therefore, we are setting up public advocacy group of very qualified persons who are into commercial laws and economic laws, and they will guide and they will put in place suggestions at the stage of enactment of new laws. We are concerned for so many years about these small and medium practicing firms, and we all desire that the Indian firms grow in size and strength and quality and deliver what is expected of chartered accountants. To help them take decisions to grow, the new networking guidelines have been framed this year. The entire group working on networking held a number of meetings and they have come out with new guidelines which are very flexible and which will help the firms to network. Particularly, partnerships are more desirable, but before they enter into partnership, if they have any apprehensions, because originally the mindset of chartered accountants is proprietary. So to come out of the proprietary concept, engage with others and coordinate and consolidate, it takes time. They may start with networking, and these networkings may culminate into good big partnerships, which will put in place the much required strong and big Indian firms. So we are trying our best to promote these Indian firms through the networking guidelines. Many times, many members call up and ask questions about GST audit, which the government has proposed to withdraw through the finance bill. We have made a represent to the finance minister, and we have made it clear that this representation is not to create or retain any job for chartered accountants, but GST audit is absolutely necessary in the interest of government and in the interest of business enterprises. The reconciliation, which is certified by a chartered accountant, between the accrual and the cash basis, because in GST, the tax is leviable on the basis of point of supply, time of supply, and we maintain accounts on accrual basis. Unless this reconciliation is certified by a qualified person, the department will have to struggle, waste a lot of time, and in the process it is possible that government may lose some revenue. The enterprises, business enterprises may commit defaults, and they may be subjected to penalties and litigation will increase. So we have made it known to them. We are seeking even personal meeting with the FM. Let us see what happens. But at our end, we are putting best efforts to retain this audit, which is in the interest of the entire country. Another very important initiative, which we thought is absolutely necessary, is to set up a committee for review of education and training. We call it CRET. The past history or the past practice is to set up CRET after every 10 years. But with technology and the new subjects developing, the entire council realized that now the generation changes in a shorter period of just 5 years. We can't wait for 10 years. So we have decided we will take it to council and decide on setting up a committee for review of education and training and bring all these subjects which are absolutely necessary for future ready chartered accountants, the new age chartered accountants. So this is another initiative of the institute. The past presidents have given guidance. Manoharanji very rightly said that it is necessary to rebuild trust in the profession. And for this purpose, to rebuild the trust of stakeholders, we have taken many steps, like establishing Center of Audit Quality, coming out of audit quality maturity model, developing audit tools for smaller firms so that they can use them and make use of technology to improve the quality of audit and ensure that they don't miss out on anything. Apart from this, the audit firms will have to increase skepticism and ensure that whenever they find something fishy, they will have to engage with the audit committee more and point out to them where they suspect something wrong. Wherever necessary, they may suggest to have forensic audits also. And forensic audit may become the order of the day in future. Institute is doing everything to train our members in forensic audit. Raghuji rightly put it that in social media, we need to spread positivity. The Institute has started doing it over last 2 years, but we need to be aggressive and at least ensure that whatever new, whatever positive we are doing for the profession, for the business enterprises, and for the country, we put it in social media, articulate it well, and let people have positive feeling about the profession. There may be some black sheeps, but not all. And let us communicate positively to the entire country that this profession is for the country. In the growth of the country and businesses, we see the growth of profession and ourselves. So with this, let me thank Southern India Regional Council for arranging this felicitation function. In fact, whenever we attend such function, we don't look at our felicitation, but we look at much required advice from the very experienced past presidents, experienced council members, and even from ground, the regional councils contribute to the new ideas. And that is how this meeting is absolutely important for us, and we attach utmost importance to it. Very rightly put, that these meetings are better in physical mode, where we can interact with the past presidents one-to-one, let everything open, and we will have even personal interaction with the past presidents. But for the time being, even on virtual mode, they have communicated their feelings, their advice to us, and we will take it very positively and incorporate in our action plan. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Honorable President, sir, for that address, which is all-pervasive, covering all that is relevant for the profession in the present, and that would be in the future as well. That showed your renewed vigor. Some of the members who are with us, 300 plus as of now, may not know that our Honorable President was infected by COVID. Running around, interacting with people, meeting government officials, he was infected and he was tested positive. Took a short break, but commitment never stopped. I remember seeing you on screen at the annual function while we were all at Delhi. You were confined to home, but still you delivered with a choking throat, with a breathing difficulty. You addressed all of us, and extremely happy and proud that we could spend so much of time with us this evening for the Southern region. So thank you so much, sir. We are all with you for all your initiatives. We would align, if required, we'll realign with added commitment for a leader like you. So with that, we come to the end of this felicitation program. So meticulously organized by the chairman of the Southern region and the team at SIRC and the team in Chennai. My compliments to my very dear friend Jalapati, and thank you for giving me this opportunity to coordinate this program with the Honorable Past President, Honorable President, Honorable VP and Past Presidents, Honorable CCMs. So with that, let me conclude and invite our Secretary, C.S. Panaraj from Bellary for the formal vote of thanks.
Panaraj sir, please unmute. Please unmute, sir.
Yes, sorry. Thank you very much for the opportunity. I deem it an honor to present my vote of thanks on this occasion, which is a very rare occasion for a person from a small micro branch. Sir, I deem it a very great honor. I am very thrilled to listen to the president today sir, you have made us doubly charged with energies, because I have been thinking very lot in the last 1 year about the MSME sector and the agriculture sector, where food processing are there. And my chairman hails from a small village, is the son of a humble farmer. I am also a son of a humble farmer, and I am from a micro branch. So definitely you will be adding really inclusive growth, and we are real partners in the nation building only after including the MSME sector as well as agriculture sector, for which we are all really blessed to have you, the president of the institute, and we will be definitely working as per your directions and orders in the days to come. And we are very, very thankful on behalf of the Southern India Regional Council for taking out time and speaking to us and guiding us for the future, especially in the coming year, on two areas, especially developing the positive feeling among the society, which is very, very vital, sir. We are not seen in the same way what we were looked upon in the earlier days. So we are very, very thankful to you from the bottom of my heart. On behalf of SIRC and personally, I very humbly express my sincere sense of gratitude and thanks for giving your time and your presentation today. Thank you very much, President, sir. And I also appreciate very much the commitment and the leadership that our Vice President has shown. Since morning, he has been on the run, and despite that, he has been able to participate in our program with all difficulties. In absentia, on behalf of SIRC, we express a great sense of gratitude for his commitment, and a big thanks for the Vice President also. And very, very importantly for the day, the crown of the program is that the galaxy of the past presidents. I would definitely be very thrilled being student of Bhupati sir, and we were very happy. Most of us were very happy in the council here to see them all in a single platform, which was possible only because of this felicitation program to the president and the vice president. I thank each one of them, the past presidents, Shwal Krishnan sir, Manoharan sir, and Bhupati sir, Raghu sir, and GR sir, for their presence and time on this day. And very, very importantly, always shoulder to shoulder, and the what's called the bearing our burden and holding our hands in taking forward all this team of Central Council members led by Babu sir and Shekhar sir and RK sir, Prasanna sir, Daya sir, and MPV sir. We are all very happy to have this team who have been helping us day in and day out for our activities. And I thank the chairman and my colleagues who have joined here for this program with this very short notice of 1 day. And also, I very importantly thank all the heads of the branches who are the real ambassadors of the profession at the local levels, and especially tier 2, tier 3 towns. And they are all very happy today. They must be happy today for the commitment that the institute and the president has given on MSME sector, which would definitely help micro and small practitioners in the smaller places. So I thank each one of you for this. And also, last but not the least, the head of the administration, Dr. Paramasivan from SIRC, and also the technical head, Karthik Selva, who has provided this platform without any hitch, and smooth conduct of the program is possible, and all the staff members of SIRC. And thank you one and all once again for this beautiful program and very energetic and what's called as inspiring speech by the president to inspire all of us. Thank you very much. Jai ICAI, Jai Hind.